everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you our quarter 1 homeschooling update. Woohoo! We are already 1 quarter done with our homeschooling year because we are year-round homeschoolers. So I'm going to be touching on a few things for this quarter 1 update. So if you're interested in how we're doing, how things are going, stick around. I'm going to answer all of those things in this video. So as you guys know, we are utilizing mostly the good and the beautiful as far as curriculum is concerned this year. So my quarter 1 update, we are now done with the first quarter of school, meaning we are done with 9 weeks of school because 36 weeks is a full school year. So we're done with our first quarter. We are loving the good and the beautiful. I cannot tell you guys how much we are loving it. The history program was literally the best breath of fresh air following my very overwhelmed self last year doing 2 separate sunlight core levels. The good and the beautiful has been amazing for my family this year, and I am so thankful to be teaching history as a group. We are loving the history audio recordings that come with it, and we are done with our first unit. So history for all years in the good and the beautiful, you don't study one time period the whole year. It's broken up into 4 separate time periods to keep it fresh and exciting, and every level goes through different ones. So we started off with basically like creation and got all the way up through Moses and Abraham and all of that, that portion of history. Ancient Egypt was also a part of that. So we loved that first unit of history. I did do history about on average 2 times a week. They recommend 2 to 3 times per week. But during the summer, even though we are year-round homeschoolers, we still participate in VBS. We still go on camping trips. We still want to go to the water park with our not homeschooled friends. So I like to take a more relaxed approach through the summer and then move into a more structured 3 time a week thing in the fall months. So I was doing 2 times a week through the summer with history, and it went great. My kids love it. We made unleavened bread. You guys will see that in a video either before or after this one. We just had a really good time with it. But one thing that I did decide on that is different than like in my other videos, my scheduling videos, I've already changed something because we change things as homeschooling moms quite often. I am going to do it science and history differently. I thought I would do both at the same time. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do now is do a unit of science or a unit of history. So unit 1 was ancient Egypt, creation, and it was a certain number of lessons. That's unit 1. Unit 2, I think, is on the medieval times, and it's a certain number of lessons. So I'm going to alternate history and science between those. So we just finished our first unit of history. So now I'm going to set aside history and we're just going to do science. And once we finish our first science unit, which we are doing kingdoms and classifications, then I will go back to history and we will do the next unit in history. When we finish that one, we will do another science unit. I'm going to do it that way because I think it'll keep it fresh. It'll give us a break from history and it'll let us dive into things more deeply and not feel overwhelmed. So I wanted to mention that in this update video that is something I am changing. Now, the good and the beautiful does have recommended read alouds that go with each of those history units. But when we are doing a science unit, I'm not just going to toss read alouds away because my kids love being read aloud to. But I am going to just choose a book off the shelf that we want to read. I think the one we're going to read while we do science is The Swiss Family Robinsons. And I think that my kids will really like that book. And we're just going to pick a fun, lighthearted read while we do science. So that is what's next for us. We're setting aside our history for about, 9 weeks or so, maybe 8 weeks, and we're just gonna do science. So that's pretty much the update on all of the history section of our curriculum. As far as language arts go, I cannot sing praises enough about the good and the beautiful language arts. I said in another video that I didn't think it was possible for me to actually find a language arts program that I loved. I stand corrected. And you guys can say what you want or think what you want because they're, I have a partnership with them. No. We will use the good and the beautiful language arts, I'm fairly certain, for the continuation of time. Like, I love it that much. My daughter, my youngest one, is taking off with reading. She was doing the cat sat. She was right there, but man, we are progressing. We are moving. I love the geography components in it. It's just going awesome. The other thing that I've mentioned is that I did change math programs for my boys because they saw their sister doing teaching textbooks, and that has also been a breath of fresh air in our homeschool. There have been times where we weren't able to get math done in the morning time, and so we came home after dinner, and I said, hey, can you go do your math lesson? Sure, Mom. What? Who are you? They're like so happy to do it on the computer. So we will ride that wave as long as it lasts, but I'm really thankful for that. So all in all, our first quarter has gone really well. We've of course been ironing out the systems and how everything's gonna work and who's gonna do what when, but so far, so good, you guys. I did wanna update you quickly on something that I'm like, I don't know if I would call this a fail. I don't really call things homeschooling fails. I call them like recalibrations, like, oh, we changed it, it's okay. We started our first day of this school year on June 4th, okay, June. We finished quarter one on, I have my planner here to make sure I'm giving you guys accurate information. We finished quarter one on August 23rd. So you might be thinking to yourself, wow, that's June 4th to August 23rd. That's way more than 9 weeks. You are correct. I had to readjust weeks. When we went camping, we would camp like Saturday through Tuesday, and I thought, well, we'll just pick it up on Wednesday when we come home, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It'll be fine. We'll count that. No, it wasn't fine. So we just ended up taking the week off. When we did VBS, I kind of thought to myself, well, maybe we'll do a little bit of schooling in the afternoon. Nope, we didn't do that either. So I readjusted the weeks and all is well. We still managed to get quarter one of school done through the hot summer months here. And, and we learned a lot and we established our routine. We still went on camping trips. We still went on vacations. We still went to VBS, and we still got a quarter of school done. So I'm feeling really good about that. I readjusted those weeks without an ounce of guilt. Well, maybe at first I had an ounce of guilt, and then I was like, no. And I went ahead and crossed them over. So you can see, like, I don't know if you can see it, but right here you can see where I went over it with pen for what week we're on in school. So that is my quarter one update, you guys. We loved it. We are so happy with what I've chosen. Things are going really well. So we are gonna move into quarter two here shortly, and quarter two, obviously, all of the public school kids will be back in school. Our homeschooling group will be meeting regularly again. And so in the fall and winter months, we definitely like beef up what we're doing, moving from doing like history or science 2 times a week to doing it 3 times a week. We have all of our clubs and things that we're enrolled in starting, so I'm really excited about quarter two of our school year. So please give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more quarter updates. Every quarter I like to update you guys and kind of give you the Cliff's Notes version of how things are going, and then anything that really stands out to me, what I'm loving. So that is it for quarter one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.